guys, and welcome back to another movie review. And if you read the title of this, which obviously you did if you clicked this, today we're going to be talking about Cocaine Bear. And oh my god, before I ever saw it, like long before I actually saw the movie, just seeing the ads for it, at first I thought it was a joke. I thought there is no way in hell this movie is real. Who would actually make that? There's no way. It's gotta be a joke. But it's real. Like, the more I kept seeing it, the more I was like, wait, it's like actually a thing. No way. No. But then I remember Sharknado was a thing, and then that offshoot with like the tarantulas was a thing. I can't even think of what that one was called anymore, but like, alright, fine. I concede. I guess Cocaine Bear is a thing. Why is it a thing? I don't know why it's a thing. But apparently it's a thing, so alright, fine. Now I have made it a mission that I am going to see this movie. I'm not going to see it in the theater. I don't want to see it that bad. I'll wait for it to come to unofficial online sources without saying the actual word. But, we all know what I really mean. But anyway, yeah. So, found it, watched it. Oh my god. So it's exactly what it sounds like. So in case you thought maybe by some chance, maybe it's just the name and it's like a code for something else. No. It is very literally a bear high out of its brain on coke going around killing people. That is the movie. That is the movie. Because like some drug lord decided to like dump his stash like out of a plane in a forest and was gonna parachute out, except he hit his head on the way out of the plane, knocked himself out, and just fell to his death instead. So his stash is just all amongst this forest, and along comes this black bear who gets into one of his packets of it, and the rest is history. And honestly, the CGI of this bear, this has got to be some of the worst CGI I have seen in a while, but it's so bad that it's good. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those. And I know that you guys know I have this sick fascination with wanting to find, like, the worst movies on the planet that are so bad that they're good. Yeah, this falls in that camp. It absolutely falls in that camp. Oh my god. So, not only is the CGI bear just... I have no words for how unrealistic this bear looked, but, like, also, just, can we talk about the way they depicted at least the first kills? They get more graphic as it goes on, but the first few, like, you don't actually see the kill occur. No. You see the bear drag the victim off into the bushes, and you hear screaming and squishy, crunchy noises that are very visceral. It's like, oh, nasty. You know exactly what's going down. And all of a sudden, a leg gets flung out. And I'm like, what the fuck is this Monty Python? Bravo, chef's kiss. Like, it's so goofy over the top. I was like, there's no way anyone's taking this serious as a horror film, are they? There's no way. So it goes on. A few more people become bear lunch. Same way. Same leg goes flying. It just... They don't even change which leg it is. It's the same leg on all of the victims. Oh god, but I mean, then there's like a whole subplot where there's two kids that decide they're gonna cut school because this one girl really wanted to go paint the waterfalls, but the mom said no, so she decides, screw this, I'm cutting class, I'm gonna go paint the waterfalls myself, and I'm bringing my little buddy with me, having no idea of what lurked in that forest. Moral of the story, don't cut class, kids, but do as I say, not as I do, because we also all know what my track record was with that. So, anyway, yeah, I was not an exemplary student by any means. My attendance was atrocious, but anyway. So, these kids, like, the girl gets dragged off by the demon bear. Not killed, mind you. Sorry, spoiler, not killed. That is one thing that I have respect for this movie on. They spared the children. And they spared the dog, which means that is all I give a shit about. Take out as many other people as you need to in this film, but you spared the kids and the dog. fine. I respect your logic on this. That you and I are on the same page. That's fine. That's fine. So, anyway. I didn't even do my usual of looking on the website, does the dog die, to, like, give myself spoilers on this going in. I didn't know there was a dog in it, but for those who are unfamiliar with that website, it's for more than just finding out if dogs die in movies. It's for trigger warnings of all kinds, but, like, I mostly go there for that one. But anyway, I didn't even do my usual and check that first going in, so yeah, lucky me that they spared the dog, because it's a cute little dog. So anyway, regardless, more and more people become victimized by the freaking cocaine bear. And they're even calling it Cocaine Bear, like, throughout the movie. Like, it's not just the name of the movie. No, this is their name for the bear. I'm sorry, I cannot take it seriously. But the kills do get gorier as it goes on. Like, the one that stayed with me a bit was seeing the one dude get literally disemboweled, but just, okay, yeah, that was pretty gross. That one's pretty gross. Still CGI, still really fake looking, but still enough to be like, oh, I don't want to look at that. I'm just gonna look away for a second, but, and then I look back because I'm me. It's one of those things where it's like, if it's gross enough, I'll glance away, but then I'll glance back and say, oh, no, I still don't want to see it. I'm still peeking at it, but it's like, this is me with gross shit like that every time. Every time. It's like, I don't want to see it, but I totally do at the same time. So why I even look, I don't know, but regardless. So, poor Margot Martindale, she's like the, oh, what is it, like the ranger of the park, I guess, I cannot take Margot Martindale seriously ever since BoJack Horseman. Those of you who've seen it know exactly why I say that. Those of you who haven't, every time her character is mentioned, they cannot just call her by her name. It's, look, it's esteemed character actress Margot Martindale. Every single time, to where it's a running joke. So when she popped up in this, I had to say it aloud on behalf of BoJack. Look, it's esteemed character actress Margot Martindale. Yeah, she has a pretty brutal death in this. Spoiler, but yeah, it's not as bad as the disemboweled guy, but it's bad. It's bad. And then there's like a whole other like subplot of like these drug lords wanting their freaking stash back because they have like, I forget, it was like angry Colombians or whoever it was, but like basically, yeah, this became Ozark real quick all up in here. So that's a whole ass thing in here too. The comedic relief is the bear cubs because, oh, Cocaine Bear is a girl. Spoiler, we all assumed it was a boy bear just because of how aggressive and killer it is, right? Yeah, no, it's a mama bear. It's a mama bear. So, unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but like just, her cubs are just rolling around, living their best life out of their brains on coke. They may be one of my favorite things in this movie, just watching them roll around like, yeah, yeah. Like, oh god. You couldn't leave it as just the grown-ass bear. No, you had to let the babies into it too. This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. And somehow the CGI on the babies was less pitiful than on the grown-ass bear. I don't know how. I don't know why. It is what it is. But what gets me is the note claiming this was based on a real story. I'm like, are you shitting me? But then I saw a thing on the news, like, right after I watched it, claiming the same thing, that this was based on a real story. I'm like, no. Cocaine Bear was real. I think they said it was a big cat in reality. It was, I forget if they said it was a tiger or a lynx or a bobcat, what the hell it was, but it was a big cat in real life from the version of events I have heard. If that is incorrect, blame Fox News. But anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if it is wrong, actually, but yeah, it was on the TV. I was walking through the room and it happened to be on. It's not like I was sitting down watching it, but regardless, yeah. It's the version of events I heard, so I was like, oh god. This happened with some animal. Oh my god. Why? Why? And the fact that We as a society decided we needed this as a movie. And then we collectively decided we also need to see this. We need this as part of our lives. Okay. Okay. Got it. I mean, I am just as guilty of it, so I'm just like, alright. But honestly, for as, like, shitty as the CGI is, for as, like, not seriously as I can take this movie, it is a fun movie, I'm not gonna lie. Like, at least if you like graphic, kind of horror-esque, even though it's not scary, in my opinion. I would call it suspenseful. It's not scary, like, at all, in my opinion, though. Like, you know damn well it's gonna be fine in the end, probably. Unless it's not. But, I mean, like, you know, it's not, like, scary. But regardless, I found it enjoyable. I found it fun. But in terms of a rating, in terms of, like, quality, I would, like, maybe give it a 3 out of 5, maybe? Like, there's a lot of things it could have done better, but I also feel like it would have taken away from what it is, you know? So I kind of like it that it's goofy and not able to be taken seriously. I like that it's, like, almost making fun of itself, even if it is based on a real story. I kind of dig that. So, I don't know, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not sure that that's what they intended on, because I've had this reaction to other movies that were intended to be scary, that I was like, really? That's the best you got? Let us not forget Mandy! Let us not forget how I was with Mandy. Everybody else saying how that movie fucked them up and scarred them for life. I'm over here like, really? Moral of the story, don't laugh at a dude's dick, but otherwise you'll get, like, burned to the stake. How are you guys scared by that? Like, bro, like, this is stupid. Like, I feel like it's in that same vein of, like, my reacting to a movie that other people found scary, but I was like, this is not. Like, it's just funny to me. But, anyway, yeah, I think a 3 out of 5 is fair. I would say possibly generous, even. So, anyway, those are my thoughts on it. If you haven't seen it, and you're into that kind of thing, I would recommend it, because like I said, it is a fun movie. It is a fun movie. I would actually, you know what I could compare it with? Actually, I would easily put it on par with Trick or Treat. It's kind of like that vibe, in my opinion. It's not a Halloween movie, mind you, but I mean, just in terms of, like, the kind of movie it is, I would make a comparison there. But anyway, that is it for this one, guys. A little different than the norm here, but that's okay. So anyway, I had to see it. I had to see it. It was a running joke before I ever saw it. It's been a running joke ever since, with any bear that pops up on TV. I'm like, ha! Cocaine bear. And I've gotten my dad doing it too. He hasn't even watched the movie and he's doing it too. So, anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, until next time, see ya.